Hello everybody, welcome back to Brain Pulp TV. My name is Ed and I'm here online with
Travis.
And we are playing more of the Challenger decks on Magic Arena. This is sort of our little bit of a preview for when we actually play with the paper Challenger decks, which are going to be released. As of this recording, they're released a week from the day, I believe, and we're going to be doing a full-on Challenger deck showdown tournament on the channel. So this is sort of to wet your whistle, if you will, when it comes to the Challenger decks. Travis, you are once again playing
The mono white Assault, United Assault?
United Assault. And this time I've written it down. Let me see if I can find. I'm playing the Is It Arcane Tempo deck. I knew which deck I was playing. I couldn't remember the actual official name of the deck. So last time, if you haven't seen the video, I don't want to spoil it for you, but definitely check out the previous Magic Arena one we did with the Challenger decks. There was no sideboarding. There's going to be no sideboarding again because your deck does not have the sideboard built.
No.
Okay. Which, you know, is understandable because Travis already had to blow through a lot of his gold, his gems, and his wild cards. Sorry, what was that?
Sweet, precious wild cards.
Yes, in order to build the deck as is. So the other thing as well, too, the recording between this one and the last one is back-to-back. Like a matter of seconds went by between the recordings. So one of the weird sort of audio things I have right now, which never used to happen with Skype, is that when I talk, it mutes Travis. So if I ever try to talk while Travis is talking, I'm going to cut him off completely. I don't mean to try to cut him off, but it's just one of those weird things that hopefully I will be able to fix by the time we record another set of these in the future. Okay, Travis, are you ready?
I believe so.
Let's play. Let us play and see who has the better deck.
I'm clicking play. Oh, I gotta select my deck all over again? What? Why would I have changed it? Whoop! I apparently did the wrong thing here. You're Sparky. What?
Oh, you're playing a practice game.
Apparently. How did I get over here? Oh, it's a shame. It was a good hand, too. Okay.
There we go. Excellent. Excellent.
It's like a really cool avatar when it's not known. It's this cool, like, shaded, cloaked figure. And then, why can't you choose that one?
I was kind of offended. I thought maybe you'd rather play Sparky than me, so I'm going to play first.
Is that what Sparky is, though? It's the practice ones?
Yeah. Yeah. I played a few when I was sort of testing these out initially. I'm going to keep this hand. Not the best opening hand, but it's okay.
Ditto.
And pass to you, sir.
Leonin.
We're just going to shock that right off the board.
Do not shock my guy. Oh, your fancy card shock happened.
There we go.
Fisting action with that 3D card. Dirty.
Yeah, I sprung for the little extra pack that has the animated cards, so. There we go.
There we go.
Creating tokens.
Yeah. You've got your Electromance. Oh, that's the one. For whatever reason, think of the other goblin, the guy who hits you for 2. That's the mono red one, though, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, the mono red one has that guy in it. This one has the Drake as its main attacker.
No blocks.
Okay, so there we go. Oh, the Marshal.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he's long for this world.
Well, I mean, he's not susceptible to shock, at least, so.
Oh, you might need a 2-mana costed Lightning Strike to take care of that guy?
There's no Lightning Strike in this deck.
What?
No, they don't have Lightning Strike in this one.
I'm gonna just check your deck right now, because I can.
No Lightning Strike.
That, okay.
It does have Lava Coil, though.
It does it?
Yes.
Wow, I got a bad feeling already. I've lost, what, 3 creatures already?
I have to admit, like, I haven't played this deck much, but I've enjoyed playing this deck when I got the chance, so.
I bet you have. I'll have that back, thank you. Unless, well, what's that? 2-mana costed Essence Scatter?
No, sadly. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing. There's no counter spells in the main deck of this deck. Only really? Only in the sideboard. Oh man, I really need another land. No, I think this is going to be a comeback for you here. I will pass the turn.
I get another land.
Oh, that bodyguard.
Gonna do some work.
Swing away. Swing away. Okay, so let's do this. Block there.
And then... I mean, instead of wasting, you probably got a counter spell.
Not a counter spell.
Well,
That should, because you don't have the City's Blessing, so it should only give you +1/+1, right?
Yeah, but he'll live, not gain life. Cause
Yeah.
life, so that's still pretty cool.
No, it's still. I'm not saying it's bad. Definitely not saying it's bad. It's still. And the Marshal did 4 to me too.
Yeah. Still a waste. Just a waste.
Oh, this is so frustrating. Well, I can play this at least.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So what is this, guys? Beginning of a combat in your turn, if you cast 3 or more instant sorceries this turn, return that from graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah. And it has haste, right? So like you can, if you can do that at the beginning of your turn before combat, then you're able to swing in with it. I'm not going to attack that.
No.
Okay, so it's the bodyguard. Are you going to double up on the Marshal?
Yeah, I don't know what else to do, so.
So you've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're 1 away from the big one. What to do here? I'm going to... I can't take this damage. I'm going to block like that. Because it forces you to make an interesting decision. Yep, there we go.
See, I maybe shouldn't have attacked with all 3, but I kind of wanted my Adonto to transform.
No, yeah, I gotcha. I mean, it's a big component of this deck. Oh, bad deck. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
If you could see my hand right now, you'd be crying.
You could tell me what's in it.
I'll wait till after this attack, and then I'll tell you what's in it.
Is attack?
Yeah, your attack. Your attack. Not mine. I'm not attacking. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Crazy like a fox.
Okay. So, block there, and then I'm taking 7, 8, 9. Block. Yep. Yep. Oh, I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin.
Birdie.
Well, at least I can get radical with this. I don't think I have a single answer. I can't even... Oh. Well, right now, I have 2 Crackling Dregs, which cost 2 blue and 2 red. I have Niv Mizzet, which costs 3 blue and 3 red. And now I just drew a shock after I tap down my 1 mountain. So, I will pass the turn to you, and I will allow you to swing in for lethal.
Will you now? How kind of you, sir.
After I draw this 1 last card.
2 last cards, isn't it? Jump chart 2 cards?
No, just 1 card.
Ah.
Just 1. Oh well. It is the best 2 out of 3 though, so I can still come back.
You burned like 3 of my guys right off the bat.
I know. I had a very strong opening hand. If I had just gotten 1 more mountain, I think that game could have gone quite differently. Now I'm not going to sideboard, even though I think I might want to, but I'm not going to. And the people watching at home can testify to the fact that I did not sideboard.
Beacon Bolt. What's that?
Beacon Bolt? How can you say? Oh.
Oh, that's in Side Bolt. Or Side Bolt.
You know what? I'm gonna have to keep this. I have to keep this hand.
Yeah, ditto. Even though I'm not going to be shocked by some of your opening plays.
Do I?
Normally you shock the monkey, but this time you want to shock the bird. Oh,
Shock the Hawk.
Hashtag shock the hawk.
Ugh. Okay, let's... Yeah, I'll bring him out. Bring him out.
That guy.
And pass the turn.
At least he does like nothing for shock. Shock just costs what shock costs.
Yeah, shock costs what shock costs. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. Block the U there. Block. And I'm gonna dive down deep.
You and you're diving down deep.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
My dude.
What was that?
This time it's gonna kill my dude.
And then we're gonna go ahead and foil your other one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attack.
It's gonna be very difficult for me to get City's Blessing.
Yeah, that's my main goal at this point, because once this gets the City's Blessing, it becomes way more annoying. Oh, your Tribunal?
Well, it's kind of wasting it on a smaller creature at this point, but...
I guess, yeah.
Aggro going in for damage at this point. Hoping to keep the pace going and keep you off of some bigger spells anyway.
How should I do this? I'm going to do this first. Yeah, I'll do this. I kind of want to keep both of these for obvious reasons, but you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'll play out a mountain, and I just have to pass the turn to you. Do you ever use the full control option in Arena in order to bluff your opponents if you still have something?
No, because I'm usually playing, you know, just casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I might have wanted to save my thing for that.
And we get an Electromancer off the draw, so that's pretty nice.
And that'll help me go a little bit wider, but...
Yeah, it's a good card. I like that card.
You're getting some air superiority. I am,
Oh, you're Hellbent now.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so...
I find I don't bluff much in Arena. I don't know why.
I'm gonna go ahead and just attack, actually, with the Drake.
No one can see my face. My bluffs mean nothing, you know? And no one can see me put a dice on top of my deck. So oh, not the Phoenix.
Yeah, for those of you who have never watched the actual live game, which would be surprising because I think most people who watch these videos have already watched the Mana Cave. Oh, not the Ajani Primate. That's one of Travis's favorite thing to do when he has to remind himself. It's like the string around the finger, except he puts a dice on top of his deck. So, or a die on top of his deck, I should say. And now you have the blessing and... No, you know what? I gotta stay aggressive.
This way at least I'll get a counter on my Pride Mate. And I save taking 4 damage, so... Kinda good.
Bring out the Murmuring Mystic.
But I don't want you creating birds. It's like the last thing I want. Well, I got guys, I might as well plunge.
You also have cards that pump up your guys, so it makes me leery about blocking, but I'm going to block like that. And I can't see him swinging in with the Pride Mate unless you're actually going to have something to pump up. I'm going to keep the Murmuring Mystic back. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll put me down to 2 if you don't have it. Or if you have it. You have it, yeah. So I'm down to 2, which isn't great. And there's no life gain in this deck. Yeah, there was no way you were swinging in there without that, because you wouldn't give up the Pride Mate that easily.
Again, see, this isn't paper, so you don't know how crazy I'm being, man. My arms be flailing around and everything, and then you're like, he's just doing whatever he's doing, because he's doing it. That's what, 4 damage to it?
Yep.
Not much I can do, unfortunately. Nope, can't do anything.
It's going to get exiled. Exiled. And I'm going to pass turn.
Hold on. Hang on. Slow down.
On my end step.
Yeah.
Creating the dudes. Oh. Well, he wasn't gone for long. Do you get aggressive?
I can keep going wide one more per turn, but if I let you go, you'll get wide too, Giggity. Because you'll keep creating birds. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
You can block at least 2 and kill 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 will... Yeah, I mean...
No, you gotta do what you gotta do. And you know what? I can't... Basically, I have to block the 2/2s. Because I can't take, like, 2 damage at all. So... so this is pretty much how I have to block.
Pretty good blocking, though.
Yeah, but I need something pretty impressive this next one in order to... Nope. Nope. You can't see it, but my other card's a mountain.
Really, all you need is one more...
No, because you're going to be able to create another guy here.
Sure am.
Yeah, so even if I... Like, I mean, if I had 2 spells, yeah, I would have had enough blockers, but... I'm still going to get through for 1. Yep.
You don't have any life gain at all.
No.
Nope. You
No.
can get...
It's one of those rare red-blue decks that have no life gain. Now that's it, right? That is the 2 out of 3?
I think so.
I believe it was. Yes, it was. It was.
So, you trying to tell me that aggro works better when there's no life gain on the opponent's side?
It's crazy, isn't it? I've actually defeated your deck using this deck before in other games, but just did not work out this time, sadly.
Yeah.
Well, sadly for me, I'm sure you're elated, so.
You know what? I don't think there's a similar card to it in Standard right now, but it's called Twin Strike. 2 mana, deals 2 damage as you would divide it anyway.
Yes, yeah.
With cons and everything. That would be great in your deck against this one, because you get all your spell casting bonuses, plus you get, basically 2 my guys for 1, because most of them are 1 toughness.
Yeah. Yeah. The other big thing as well, too, is if I can get Niv Mizzet out, it works really well against, like, aggro weenie decks.
So is it when you draw a card with him, he pings a guy, or is whenever you cast a spell, he pings a guy?
Whenever I draw a card, I can ping for 1 damage at any target. Yeah. Whenever someone casts a spell, I draw a card. So yeah. I can keep casting. There was a game that I was playing, and I had all these low-cost spells in hand. Niv Mizzet hit the board, and I just kept casting, like, draw spell after draw spell after draw spell, pinging everything on the board, and then whatever was left over, I was just pinging the opponent's face, so...
Yeah, Niv Mizzet takes a lot to get out, but when he's out there, he's good.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of the times I'll hold back the hexproof spell in order to protect him. So sometimes I won't, if I have Niv Mizzet on 6, sometimes I'll wait till I have 7 just so I can actually possibly protect him, because he is like a major hit target the second it hits the board. So
you're saying that I should be doing that with my Marshal there, waiting until I can cast my bodyguards and that?
Well, you did it this time, right? You were casting the bodyguards after the Marshal in the last game, from what I remember.
If I did, it was just purely coincidental. Usually I want my bodyguard out early because I want to be getting because I got Leonin out, and I want my life link or life gain, and then making him a 2/2. So I'm too often making that trade, getting my, I might not necessarily have the Marshal, but I'm usually playing my other guy out maybe a little bit sooner than I should. So that's one play strategy I need to really get on. And if I have the choice now, I am leaning towards holding back 1 turn, which in an aggro deck just feels wrong, but I'm usually holding back 1 turn if I can keep him and cast him after. But even then, it's usually the turn after, so there still has to be a whole turn that my Marshal is susceptible.
But that's the thing, and if you don't know what kind of deck you're playing against, like if you're playing against the white-blue control, you don't want to hold anything back. You want to get as many things on the board as quickly as possible and just try to, like, beat your opponent down before they have a chance to take over the game.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think it's perfectly valid to play that even like the second you can, whether it's going to be protecting anyone or not. But if it's something like this, where you know you're going to be facing a lot of burn, then yeah, I can see maybe holding it back. So.
Lava Coil. I guess the Lava Coil with your little Electromancer there up is pretty much as good as a Bolt, but does 1 more damage, and you can't go to the face.
Yeah, and it's also sorcery speed, so that's the only downside as well too. But yeah, with the Electromancer out, it's just a 1-cost spell. So
I'm looking at your sideboard here. And
yeah,
even Lightning Strike in your sideboard.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could, but there's other sort of like board wipey ones. Like there's the one that deals 2 damage to I think like every non-pirate creature or something like that. I mean, that's one of the ones I would have 100% sideboarded in. Any of the burn against your deck, I would have sideboarded in. I might have actually even sideboarded in a couple of the negates in order to disrupt your
Pride of the Conquistadores.
Yes, yeah. So and that, or as well too the conclave as well too is something that I would have probably used a negate on or hope to use negate on as well. So, but maybe in the future. Yeah. We will do one where if you're able to put together the sideboard, I just don't want you having to waste all your resources in order to build the sideboard for this.
No, but, you know what? I will focus my efforts on that sideboard.
Okay, cool. So then maybe again in the future we'll be able to do this again and then have like a little bit of sideboard action going as well too.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be the last one of these that we record today, but we are hoping to get at least one more of these recorded sometime between now and when the Challenger decks are released on paper. We also do, speaking of paper, live paper magic in a show called The Mana Cave, and other live tabletop gaming in a show we call Tabletop Trenches. So if any of that might be of interest to you, be sure to check it out on the channel. And now with all that said, take care everyone, have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. May all your pulls be rare wild cards, and I'll see you all again very soon.